North York Titans. North York is in the field as they typically play. They like to chase. They have a strong bowling attack. Jinkle has 3. Vrutik has his first run. Good change of pace there by Dhruv. Well done. The cross up, the batsmen, they've got 4 runs at the end of the first over, the first power play over. Captain Devashish Soni coming in to take the second over of the power play. Devashish with 2 dot balls to start his overs. Low ball delivered, and a slow ball delivered as a boundary. Devashish hit on the opposite side for another boundary by Vrutik. He is 9 off of 6. Devashish has 2 more deliveries to go. Devashish with his 5th delivery bowls him. Devashish showing a little emotion because he got smacked for 2 fours. Takes the wicket. Vrutik headed back to the pavilion. 9 runs to his name, bowled by Devashish. Rane by getting the ball for the third over here. North York Titans are back into the normal format. Jinkle. Strong effort in the field. The ball goes away for 4. Rane with his second delivery. Pushed off onto the leg side. Fielded cleanly by the North York Titans fielder. Just for 1 run. There's a dot ball from Pranay. Picked up by Chetan Bhai. Hit to the straight. Right over the commentator's box. A big 6 hit straight by Sneh. 6 runs off 3 balls for Sneh. Jinkle has 8 runs off 6. The current run rate is 8.6. Pushed onto the offside. Fielded cleanly. And applauded by his teammates. Well done. Saving a boundary. Pranay's given up 12 runs off of 5 deliveries. Here's the last ball. And it looks like it's almost caught through the hands of Chetan Bhai. Could have and should have been a wicket. Captain Devashish Soni smiles it off, but it does impact the team a little bit. Let's see how this goes. Very good effort, but that's going to run away for 4. Dhuru's first delivery of his second over, pushed away for a boundary. Bowled him, just nicks the bells. And Jinkle heads back to the pavilion. Captain Santosh making his way in. Santos has the most runs for the Brantford Sharks. He has 80 in the tournament so far. Dinkel was a big wicket. He had the highest individual score. He had 45 not out. So Brentford Sharks do have some power, some batting power for sure. Pot signals wide as well. We have a third umpire review taken. And there you go. Santos opens up his account. Drew with his last delivery. He's given up 12 runs, taken 1 wicket, run per over is 6.5. Helping the team bring that run rate down. There's a no ball signaled. Caught, but it doesn't matter. It's a no ball and a free hit coming. Snare to face the free hit. Pushes it to the offside. Fielded by Devashish. Good effort as they squeeze in for 2 runs. I think if the fielder let that go, might have had a chance on the keeper side. "37 runs on the board for the Brantford Sharks with only a loss of 2 wickets. The current run rate's at 9.3. They do need to push it. This North York Titan team is one of, if not the strongest teams in the tournament. They've got a good, balanced approach, strong bowling, great fielding, and their bats have to be tested. Santosh pushes it to the offside, right into the hands of the fielder. Butzel with his second delivery. Snare pushes it, trying to find the gap between Devashish and the fielder. They get that in for 2 runs. Pratham and Devashish covering a lot of real estate out there. Rutsal with his third. Delivery squeezes through for another single as they keep the chains moving. They've got 4 runs off 3 deliveries. They have 3 to go here. Santosh knew he had a lot of space on that leg side. Looks like he's going to go run back for his second run. Quickly back. Easily back with 2. Two deliveries left. Santosh once again recognizing that he has lots of space on the leg side there. Vatsal better be careful. What's his last delivery? He's given up 6 runs. Santosh once again flicks it onto the leg side, knowing he has lots of space over there. Can afford a mistake even if he does get a top edge as it goes onto the leg side. Well done, Santosh, who's played many, many years of APL. Anything short, he will punish. So he will be patient on waiting for the delivery. Santosh has 6 off of 6. Sneh has 13 off of 8. And the Brantford Sharks are sitting at 44 with the loss of 2 wickets after 5 overs completed. The run rate they have right now is at 8.8. Devashish takes Santosh's wicket. Those two have a long history. Devashish came around the wicket. Santosh got a little crossed up. And he is bowled. Santosh walks back. Vice captain Ankit makes his way in. Lefty batsman replacing the righty batsman. Ankit is a power batsman. Seems to get his wicket lost typically in the air through a catch out. Let's see if he can flatten that up. For the Brantford Sharks, their MVP to date is actually Pranay Tunduwala. He's got the most runs and wickets for the team. The team's won all 3 games in the round robin matches. They defended 100 and then they chased 60 in 5 overs, 49 in 4 overs. They've made quick work of their opponents. Ankit opens up his account. Potentially. Not out given by the umpire. Look pretty safe from here. Ankit definitely has to get on his horse. This fielding team is quite strong. Devashish with his fourth delivery. Flicked off by Sneh. Looks like they could take two if they are going to be aggressive, and they will easily take two. Last ball to Sneh. He got a dot ball there as well. Sneh wisely defends, knowing that Devashish quite zoned in. He's taken 2 wickets, only conceding 11 runs in his 2 overs. Looks like they're giving the ball to Pranay, who's taken the most wickets for the North York Titans. Pranay. To Ankit. Ankit goes ahead and almost gets absolutely clobbered by wicketkeeper Atmia. Gets back in safely for 2. Ankit hits a big 6 in the straight. Pranay gets sent for a ride there. 6 and 2 off the first 2 deliveries, including that first wide. Ankit pushes it to the leg side, fielded almost cleanly by the fielder, only 1 run taken. Looks like he's seeing the ball well. And there's 4. Sneh getting in on the action, taking some tips from Ankit Patel. Ankit has 10 off of 5. Sneh has 19 off of 12 deliveries faced. Pranay has conceded 27 runs, giving up 16 runs per over, and he still has 2 more to go here. Let's see if Sneh and Ankit can continue to push this a little bit. Sneh definitely wants to. Flicks it off onto the offside. Picked up cleanly by the fielder. Just for 1 run. Ankit is on strike now. The run rate has climbed up to 9.1. Ankit charges down. Kind of a predetermined charge. Gets through with a dot ball. That's the end of 7 overs. Sneh has 20 off 13. Ankit 10 off 6. Both are in the above 150 strike. Believe it or not, I know you can't see it on the screen. The North York Titans are still on the field. They are right at the boundary of the inner circle. They've really gone into protect mode to ensure that they can knock down and block any extra runs. Good piece of keeping by Atmiya Mesurya. Wetzel continuing to put the pressure on. Ankit facing the third delivery here. Playing with fire a little bit. There's 2 fielders really packed in on the leg side there for Ankit. Devashish a little bit on the straight. There's a gap. If it's hit hard enough, he can squeeze through. But the first step is to make good contact. Gets through, but fielded cleanly just for 1 run. Now that the righty comes up, Wetzel with his 5th delivery. Sneh on strike. Hits it straight back down for a boundary. 4 runs, splits the defenders. Sneh's got 25 off 15. You don't get it for me. A good little partnership here. There's a dot ball to end the over. Here we go to the strategic timeout. The teams have 1 minute to recharge and re-strategize. I'll see you back in a few. Looks like the batting team selected to take their batting power play. We've got Devashish Soni taking the ball for the first of the two back-to-back power play overs. Devashish to Ankit. He has stacked up the leg side once again. The offside is open. Ankit sends it down the field right to the fielder. They sneak in one run. An aggressive attempt. As the righty batsman makes his way over, Devashish is keeping both fielders in the straight for Sneh. Chaitanya, member of the Toronto Thunder last year who won the championship. Waiting in the onside. Here goes the ball, making its way to the boundary. Looks like it's going to get there, and it does. Snuck through under the inner circle fielder's hands all the way to a boundary. Unfortunate for the North York Titans as the Brantford Sharks move the needle once again, 73 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. And they still have 3.4 overs remaining, so they do have a good chance of crossing the 100 mark if they keep the pace as it is right now. Good comeback by Devashish Sneh. Seeing that ball come across, no worries about it hitting the stumps, but he wants to keep the needle moving and the score going in the right direction for the Brantford Sharks. Devashish's fourth delivery. Hit straight and through the fielder's hands and potential legs. Chaitan, you're hearing it from the audience here. Devashish reminding him that he should have caught the ball and not just take it too lightly. It was hit quite squarely, but it should have been fielded in my opinion. Sneh has 33 off of 19 balls faced. Devashish has given up 9 runs this over, the first of 2 power play overs. There's a full toss. A no ball given by the umpire. No ball given by the umpire. 1 run taken. There's a free hit for Ankit. If by chance he gets ahead of this one, that leg side is wide open. Atmiya picks up the catch behind, however. It was a no ball. Captain Devashish forgot that in the midst of his celebration, probably remembered that that's not a wicket. The fist pump looked good. Let's see if he can repeat that and actually make it count this time. Ankit on a second life. Sneh making his way down to the danger end. Good call. Sneaking in 1 run to end the over. Devashish has given up 23 runs in his complement of 3 overs, taken 2 wickets at a 7.7 run per over. Devashish gives the ball to Dhruv as he continues the power play. Here's the second over coming up. Looks like they've given the run out on one end. Sneh is done. And his counterpart, Vivek, is making his way in now. There was a potential no ball given due to height. Ashi's time's up. Brantford Sharks 90 with a loss of 4 wickets. Wrong end. Could have had Ankit on the non-striker end. Vivek with a 6. Potential 6 caught by Devashish at the boundary. Vivek heads back. Hit in the deep, and it makes its way for a 4. That was the last delivery to be faced from Millen. They had 94 for the loss of 5 after 11 wickets. 11 overs, sorry. Wetzel coming to bowl. Looks like the last over. Let's go, Deva! Ankit hits it up in the air and caught. Once again, loses his wicket to the curtain above. I think that's his 3rd one, maybe 4th of the tournament. '95 with the loss of 6 wickets. As the Brantford Sharks sending another lefty. Head to the straight. In pursuit. Caught by Devashish Soni, who looks like he has a little bit of a hamstring pull. Caught by Devashish. Strong fielder. Sorry for the slight delay. We're just adjusting the score sheet here. They have 95 for the loss of 7 wickets. 4 balls remaining. And we're ready to go. Wetzel with 2 deliveries. Hello there. Taken? Yeah. Okay. Third umpire review is underway for a no ball by the batting team. They're questioning the height. Third umpire is reviewing. Wait a minute. You? Umpire's giving the out. There's a run out. Smart keeping by Atmiya Mesurya. Thought the batsman was a little bit outside the crease. Sends him home. First ball faced. Dropped by Pratham. They've taken 1 run. And they've taken 2 runs to get to a triple digit target of 100. 100 runs on the scoreboard. See you back in a few minutes. Looks like the Brantford Sharks have given the ball to Vivek to open the innings for them, defending 100 runs. North York has their work cut out for them. They have to chase 101 to win. They have to get 101 to win. Brantford has a pretty good bowling attack, but North York is not too shabby with their batting. Pranay could set the tone for the team here. Drew on the off strike. Vivek to Pranay to open the innings. Sneh knocks it down. Good attempt. Vivek pleading for him to pick that one up. That would have been a great big wicket to start the game. He'll take the dot, but that wicket would have been huge. Pranay pushes it through, and that's going to get away for 4. 4 runs. Pranay opens his account. Pranay hits it down. Santosh going to throw and see if he can put some pressure on Pranay coming into the non-striker's end. Through going to face Vivek for the first time as well. There's a dot ball. Vivek settling in. 2 balls to go in the first of 2 power play overs. They have 2 fielders set up on the leg side. 1 in the straight and 1 a little bit on the leg side. Vivek controlling his line and length very well. Let's see if he can keep this compressed. They require a 8.6. Apparently they're sitting. It's only the first over. That's another dot. Vivek rounds off his first over with conceding only 5 runs. Good job in the first power play over. Jinkle gets the ball for the second power play over. Jinkle's going to have his first delivery go to Pranay, who has been one of the most dangerous batsmen in the tournament. And that's that. Pranay is going to have to take the walk back. Well done by Jinkle. Caught and bowled by Jinkle. That's a big wicket. The pressure's on. Let's see who Captain Devashish Soni sends in. Looks like he's getting suited up and might be the captain himself coming in. It is Devashish coming in early in the innings. I'm surprised. He usually comes a little bit later once it settles in, but he knows the importance. Devashish Soni comes in. He knows how important this juncture is. They have a power play. They've got 5 more balls. Base, Jinkle, Devashish. Loosely offers at that one. Looks like he was trying to push it to the offside. He knows he has some space over there, but has to be careful. Could get an edge. Falgun Banderi manning the wickets behind for the Brantford Sharks. Devashish hits the ball between 2 fielders. Cleanly fielded by Ankit. Just 1 run taken. Dhruv takes a strike. Has yet to open his account. He's faced 3 balls so far. Jinkle up in the air. Looks like it's going to be a dead ball. Dead ball. Yeah. And that's pushed off for 4. That's a boundary. Drew opens his account. He's faced 4 balls, got 4 runs. Good comeback from Jinkle. I thought that Drew was going to turn on that one as well. He did have thoughts. And there's the last ball delivered, and it is delivered again by Drew for 6 over the leg side boundary, capitalizing on the power play, getting 11 runs in that over. They did lose a very big wicket. Jinkle took a wicket on the first ball of Pranay, but looks like Devashish and Drew are here to take care of business. They need 85 runs off of 60 balls. Quite a ways to go. Let's see how things play out. Devashish was expecting a little bit there. Could have been punished. It was a short ball, actually. Devashish was not expecting that. That ball stayed low. Doesn't look like he's settled in yet, Devashish. He's faced 4 balls, only has 1 run. Only takes him a little bit of time. There's a wide ball. He had a quick swipe at it, hoping that if he does hit it, he could sneak away for 4. If not, take the free one. There's a wide ball. 4 balls left. Devashish is a classy all-round batsman, bowler, fielder. Taking his team to the finals and won championships here in Atmia Premier League. It seems like he did pull his hamstring a little bit in the fielding side. The energy might be have expended. May have been expended. There's a shot that Devashish was looking for. Pushes it onto the offside for a boundary. Little fielding adjustment done here by captain, vice captain Ankit. Puts a fielder on the offside. Takes the fielder off the leg side, seeing Devashish's approach. That ball was destined for the offside as well, it looks like. Well bowled. Conceded only 5 runs, 1 off the bat, 4 off the bat, and 1 off a wide ball. They're sitting at a 7.4 run rate. They're required to have 8.7. That gap's going to keep growing unless they can capitalize on balls like that. There's a wide ball. And they're going to sneak in one. They've got a wide +1. short ball. Punished on the leg side for 4. That was extremely short. Lots of time for the batsman to open up. That was a costly one. 11 runs given up. Vivek to Devashish. Devashish down the field. Picked up cleanly by the fielder. Just 1 run. Looks like Devashish does have a little bit of a hamstring thing going on here. 28 for the loss of 1 wicket. A full swing by through the batsman, but the ball traveled only a few inches as he got just the bottom edge on that. Vivek with the full toss. Picked up cleanly by the fielder. On the leg side just for 1 run. Here's Vivek with his 5th delivery. Pushed off to the offside, fielded cleanly for a dot ball. Let's see if Vivek can get out of this one unscathed. Devashish looks like he was hitting it to the leg side, went to the offside. Not impressed with himself. He is looking like he's hobbling a little bit. That's a dead ball. Dead ball. Devashish cleanly struck, but only for 1. Dhruv squeezes one in. It was a dangerous one. Sacrificing his body as he runs to take a single between him and Devashish. Both are important wickets, actually. They require 9 runs. They're sitting at 7.4. Devashish hits a big 6. That was a huge 6 by Devashish. Way above the VIP box. They needed that to release some of the pressure. They have 63 off 45. Devashish offers at it, but I really think he should be careful. There are a few fielders there. Should he miss hit it or not hit it cleanly, that could be a wicket. That's the easy way to do it. Go for another 6. That's a big over. I wonder if they'll take the power play sooner than later. Yeah, she seems to be struggling with that left hamstring. That's Northbrook requires 57 off 42. They have lots of wickets in hand. Another big 6 on the offside. 50 runs for the North York Titans. Well done by Santosh, taking a key wicket. But you know what? North York has a pretty stacked lineup. Chaitanya coming in. Dhruv had 22 off of 13. Devashish says 20 off of 16. Chaitanya coming in to form a partnership now with Devashish. Let's see how this goes. Captain Santosh has 3 balls to go. And that's another 6 by Devashish Soni. 44 runs off 37 balls. That's a big 6, getting them 13 runs this over. Santosh needs the wicket. 44 runs off of 37 balls. They have 9 wickets in hand, but he needs the wicket of Devashish Soni, who has been in form. Well fielded by Vivek. They take 1, and that's the end of the over. The run rate right now is at 9.7. They only need 7.2, so they're in good shape. But the wickets are important. Devashish has been playing well. 27 runs off of 18 balls faced. Chaitanya in there as a support structure right now. And that's a big wicket. Devashish was coming out aggressively. Jinkle picks up another big wicket. He took Pranay's wicket in the first over that he had and takes Devashish's wicket. Chaitanya taking some famous or last words from Devashish as he heads back to the pavilion. First ball faced, Vatsal hits a six just over the outstretched hands of Ankit. Needed to climb that ladder. If he was on the boundary, he might have had a better shot, but he seemed to be about one step in. Power play taken by the batting team at the end of 7 overs. They've got 65 runs. They need 36 off of 30. Four runs. Chaitanya pushes the ball up in the air, deflects, and goes across the boundary for 4. Looks like a slight fielder change. They're going to bring in the fielder from the long on, keep the long off fielder, and then keep Santosh deep leg side. Chaitanya finds that gap perfectly, and it looks like a 4 is given. Good fielding display by the Brantford Sharks. That could have been dangerous. If it snuck through, it could have been a 4. There's the first dot ball that Vivek was looking for. Two balls to go. They need 28 off of 26. Jinkle's taken 2 big wickets today. Let's see if he can make it a trifecta and see if he can pick up his 3rd wicket. He's conceded 19 runs, 2.1 overs. Flicked off onto leg side for a 6. Nice shot by Vatsal. They need a ball run, 21 off 21. Good fielding by Santosh. 3 overs remaining, 20 runs required. Santos trusting Blutic with the ball. This is an important over, as will all the overs from here on in. But the pressure builds. If they can keep him under 3 or 4 this over, that's massive. Four runs. Wetzel with a big boundary. 16 runs off 17 balls. There's another one from Wetzel. 12 required off 16. Wetzel. What a fielding mistake by the Brantford Sharks. It's good to stay aggressive, but not that aggressive. Here's a review for a no ball. Third umpire taking a look. That's a big 4 on the leg side. Chaitanya, 14 off of 9. 3 runs needed off of 11. That pretty much seals it up. Looks like the North York Titans will be advancing. It's just a matter of when. Both teams have a mutual respect for each other. North York Titans had the first match of their tournament that came down to the wire. They've gone 4-0. They got to continue to run the card, get that eluded championship.